All right, so 2010, you're out, you pick up, move the family to Kauai.
Yeah.
It sounds like the start of a happy ending, but not exactly the case.
True.
You know,
yeah.
walk us through this time period. Was it hard to let go? You know,
Yeah,
was this a mic drop moment? I'm out.
You know, well, it was cool because Wooly, we worked on a kind of a new position. We call it a Hawaii Strategic Director. So we moved over to Kauai with my family and 2 young children at the time. And my wife at the time was pregnant with our 3rd daughter. And so literally we moved over, she was 7 months pregnant. And once we settled, we had the baby like right then and there. But honestly, it was hard. It was like, I mean, I'd been in the office for 20 years and that was my identity was Volcom. Like everything was Volcom. And so I just needed to decompress for a little bit. So I did a few little projects for the Hawaii thing for about a year. And then I just at that point, I was like, you know what, I'm ready to cut the ties completely and just start a whole new chapter in my life. And honestly, I just surfed for a couple of years. I was like, I'm just surfing. Like, that's all I'm doing right now. I'm just like decompressing. I need a minute, you know, after 20 years. So it was hard. It was an interesting moment. The transition was super interesting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's hard. I agree. I mean, it's like you go from one thing, and I think pro surfers have this difficulty, or pro athletes. You know, being a pro athlete is your identity, and then all of a sudden you find yourself sponsorless.
Yep.
You know, and that identity is pulled out from underneath you. Whereas for you, you know, you kind of chose to offload that identity. But I mean, what were some of the toughest things that you went through in that period?
Well, just did I make the right decision? You know, like I could have stayed, or just all kinds of stuff go through your head. You know, and so it was. But I just knew in my heart. I followed my intuition. I followed my heart, and I just knew it was time for me to do something else in my life. So I just held on to that, you know, and it ended up being the right call in the long run. So, but I mean, overall, it was just tough all around. You know, just even adapting to like not having to go to the office during the day, and then like, you know, with my wife and my kids, I'm just like, what do I do? Like, it's crazy, you know, after being so chained to the desk for so long. So.
And probably also having a schedule that is filled.
Yeah, it's just like, you're either on the road or you're just in that office, you know, and doing your thing. And then, of course, there's events, all kinds of events, you know, weekends. And I mean, you're basically, as marketing, it's 24/7.
Yeah.
It's 24/7. There is no off switch in marketing. So it was always on call. And yeah, I just found myself with a lot of time and I just went surfing.